Pigment doesn't care about your feelings. Use what actually moves melanin. So what are they in plain English? Cysteamine is a naturally occurring molecule in human cells. On skin, it dials down excess pigment by interfering with tyrosinase and also supports intracellular antioxidants. Clinical use is typically 5% cysteamine with a short contact method. You apply it, you wait about 15 minutes, and then you rinse it off. Thiamidol is a type of resorcinol. It is a lab-designed human tyrosinase inhibitor that's screened for potency specifically against the human enzyme. Now that's important because a lot of tyrosinase inhibitors are actually screened against a mushroom tyrosinase and not human tyrosinase. Thiamidol is. Most clinical formulas use 0.2% and it's a leave-on throughout the day, throughout the night. Before we start comparing evidence of how each of them works and which one works better, let's talk about the MASI index a little bit. So MASI stands for Melasma Area and Severity Index. Clinicians grade 4 face regions, the forehead, the right cheek, the left cheek, and the chin, on how much area is involved with melasma, with pigmentation, and how dark and uniform the patches look. Scores run from 0 to 48, and the lower the score, the better. You may also see MASI. It's a simplified version that uses the same idea. So what's the evidence for one versus the other? With numbers, and versus hydroquinone, because hydroquinone is the gold standard. I'll post studies under both and also list the improvement each product made as well as what hydroquinone made in terms of improvement. Overall, what the scoreboard really is in one line is that across head-to-head studies, thiamidol performs on par with or numerically better than hydroquinone in some trials, while cysteamine generally trails hydroquinone on the MASI by a little bit. Both consistently do improve melasma, but it doesn't work for everybody. Thiamidol seems to work for a bit more people and a bit better than hydroquinone. Let's also talk about how fast you can expect to see changes. Thiamidol, you can start seeing changes around week 2 and they continue to build through weeks 8 to 12. Cysteamine trials typically were not judged till 12 to 16 weeks. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't improve anything until then. We just don't have the data to really be able to tell what point do you start seeing visible improvement. I've done detailed posts on both thiamidol as well as cysteamine that talk about more studies that talk about how to use it effectively. Thiamidol, for example, what you get if you use it twice a day versus 4 times a day. What are the risks or side effects that are seen with both? So please go check out that information if you have questions. Absolutely must use skin protection with both of them, because without that, you're just looking to reverse any progress that you make. So which one should you pick? You pick thiamidol if you want a leave-on that targets human tyrosinase directly and you're good with sticking to a routine, because you really will want to use it at least twice a day to get results, right? Pick cysteamine if you prefer once daily short contact, if you really don't want a very involved routine with a lot of products, and if you can tolerate the smell. Bottom line, both work. So you choose based on your lifestyle, your tolerance, and essentially your olfactory senses as well. Save this if you're comparing pigment treatments.